My name is Dane Christensen, and I'm a communication studies student. I want to tell you a story that I experienced in the program. The roads were bumpy and treacherous. We spent the night at the villager's home. As we sat around the fire in the small kitchen, we ate warm tortillas and talked. The night was crystal clear, and we could see the millions of stars twinkling in the sky. The shimmer of each star gave its own contribution to the magical starlight that night, and similarly, our host, in his humble surroundings, added his verse to the human fabric. This night in Chiapas, Mexico, was one of many impactful evenings I had last December. My honors thesis, the reason why I was there, had its root in an idea, an epiphany. What tells a good story? This project took me on a journey to discover the power of social change through story making, and it all culminated in a small village in the jungle of southern Mexico. We walked with Deleri, a bright 14-year-old girl, on a circuitous dirt road silhouetted by lush green mountains. We reached a spot where some of her friends lived. Here we talked with Deleri in the midst of a vast jungle, surrounded by young children, and I began to comprehend that poverty isn't an immutable situation. It shocked me that the world actually isn't round, but lopsided. Deleri has a dream. She wants to become a doctor, so she can return to her village and deliver babies. She goes to school, so she one day can give back. However, Deleri and her friends weren't able to achieve their dreams until earlier this year. The praiseworthy efforts of Foundation Escalera started the process of building a school for Deleri and her classmates, because there was no school in their village or any village nearby. My job for the organization has been to propagate the story of Deleri and her classmates across social media in an attempt to effect real change. This is the intersection of my communications major and doing something great. I had often asked myself, what could I do with a media degree? What was I supposed to do with skills in analyzing media and its effects? My experience in Mexico showed me how media can make real change happen. Communications has equipped me with the necessary analytical skills to excel in positions such as social media strategy. As I've worked with Escalera and its media content, I've told the stories of hundreds of students in poverty, and there's been a positive response. The stories are real, engaging, and motivating. People want to get involved simply because of a story. Social media is the future. I believe that we've entered the period where we can track the impact of our online reputations and brands. And to measure and assess the success of the stories I produce for Escalera, I use Newbie, a social media analytics platform that some of you are acquainted with. This tool provides real-time feedback about what is being said on social media, what is the chatter, and what are the trends. I've learned that every story has a metric, a little impact that can be measured. That metric or measurement can tell us how many people a story reaches, or how viral it becomes. The colored bubble diagram of the movie visualizes the interaction between mentions on social media and influencers. These represent stories, and you are seeing the measurable impact of each one. We all share stories with the masses over social media. It is a fluid and constantly changing entity. I think that each story we share over social media has a specific and direct effect on someone. Stories make change happen, and the analytics prove it. The stories we share resonate in the digital space as they meet the eyes of thousands of people every day. There is power in clicking the button, post. As I returned from my trip in Mexico, the stories and people I had encountered imbued me with empathy and compassion. I've often thought to myself, as a result of this experience, why amongst the vastness of the world and the stars are there people that don't receive the same privilege as I do? The stories painfully reveal the excess we live in, the reality that the world is lopsided. I'm not just talking about material excess, but the wealth of opportunity we enjoy. We live in a society where privilege is abundant. We are gathered here today to celebrate the culmination of our education, a moment and a milestone. On this day, I'm inspired by students and children who do not have the easy opportunity of getting an education. It's a fight, and it's brutal. I want to convey the responsibility that we have as gifted, blessed, and privileged individuals to give back, to empower others, and to conversely learn from people like Daddy. We are rich with opportunity. We are media professionals driven by the creative impetus. We all have the passions and the energy which drive us to do great things. We have sharp skills and amazing intellect. We can be the best, and I believe that we likewise have something amazing to contribute to society and to the world. I implore you, my fellow classmates, to fulfill your responsibility as a graduate of this fine college, as a beneficiary of privilege and opportunity, to make the most of what has been given you. As you make the journey through life, consider the metric your story has. It has a measurable impact, so make it good. With the opportunities we have and through the stories we tell, you and I can make the world more fair, equitable, and even round. BYU Class of 2014, goodbye, good luck, and God bless. Thank you.